Hey there, and welcome back to Insight Me's Pull Up a Seat with Dr. Pakoya McCall Robinson. As I continue to pick up where we left off with the Daily Stoic, our 366 meditations on wisdom, perseverance, and the art of living. And for our beautiful March Madness, we are continuing with increasing self-awareness and really pouring in and figuring out what the heck is going on inside. Who am I? Who do I want to be? What is my philosophy? Where am I spending my time? Is it in the right direction? We're getting a lot this month. So if you're just tuning in, don't even worry about where you're at. Like if you missed a couple of days, if you missed the last couple of months, because starting right here today, every day is a day to start on yourself. Every day is a day to pick up where you were from yesterday and get to improving. Never allow, oh my gosh, I'm behind, I wasn't reading. It doesn't even matter, because each day you pour into yourself and learn something new that is beneficial, and maybe yesterday doesn't apply to you, or the day before, the last month, but you're here today. So I want to thank you for that, first of all. And let's grow. Let's get aware, because on the 4th, we learned yesterday, we learned that awareness is freedom. So we did an inventory, hopefully everyone did this, and clocked in with, what am I spending my time on? And if it's things that I'm obligated to do that I enjoy, or if it's things that are a drain to my vein, okay? So today, March 5th, we are cutting back on the costly. And our good friend Seneca brings us the quote for today. And it reads, "So concerning the things we pursue, and for which we vigorously exert ourselves, we owe this consideration. Either there is nothing useful in them, or most aren't useful. Some of them are I can't ever say this word, superfluous, okay? While others aren't worth that much. But we don't discern this and see them as free when they cost us so dearly." So this sort of picks up, and it's coming up for me yesterday with the piece about awareness is freedom, and how we're spending our time, and if these things are actually serving us, or if they're drains, if we are just putting our energy and being slaves, as it use it, to our money, our work, our businesses, other people, obligations that we really don't have to engage in. So I'll continue to read. Of Seneca's many letters, this is probably one of the most important and one of the least understood. He's making a point that goes unheard in a society of even bigger houses and even more possessions, that there's a hidden cost to all that accumulating. And the sooner we're aware of it, the better. Remember, even what we get for free has a cost. If only in what we paid to store it, in our garages, in our minds. As you walk past your possessions today, ask yourself, do I need this? Is it superfluous? What's this actually worth? What is it costing me? You might be surprised by the answers and how much we've been paying without even knowing it. Oh my goodness. How perfect timing this is for me, because as I am space clearing in my own home, I definitely do this very often. I work with people that, are hoarders, that feel like, oh my gosh, I have too much things in my house. My energy feels drained. I can't find stuff. I'm disorganized. I have ADHD. I have ADD, things like that. But when I really start to break down your living situation, if you're losing things all the time, like, is there a place that you actually store it? Is there a place for your pens, your pencils, your keys? Or do you just kind of roll in and throw your keys wherever? Is there just too much stuff in your home, in your office? Clear it out. Clearing out that desk When you do these things, it does clear out your mind, your body, and that energy. It does cause storage. We store this stuff in our bodies. Can you imagine? Like, let's just think if you have a sloppy or a messy room, right? And you have to walk out the door. And you have to step over this, trip over that. Oh my gosh, kick this out of the way in order to pull the door open. That's a lot of energy than having to just get up and walk out. You may not think it's costing you much because you're like, this is kind of what I have to do. But it is a little bit of piece of energy that slows you down for just 1 second. And this is what it's talking about. The things we accumulate, and it does cost us. Even free stuff. When someone gives us something and they're like, here, you just have to take this, and you don't even want it. You're like, I don't want this. I know I don't want this, but I'm going to take it just to be nice, to be kind. And where does it store? In your house. And it sits on your TV stand, under your bed, wherever you lose it, that it collects dust. It takes up space in your house. It takes up space in your mind. To where now you're worried every time you see this person. Oh no, if I see them, they're going to ask me, where is the ... that book I gave you. Oh, I didn't read it. Oh, now you feel terrible. When you could have just said, no, I don't need it. I don't have space for it. There's nowhere to store it. It doesn't serve me purpose. It's going to mess with my energy because I'm going to have to store this and I know I'm not going to use it. But I truly appreciate your generous offering. I would prefer you give it to someone else who will actually put it to use. We have to learn how to create space in our minds and our bodies and keep that space we're creating sacred. Our homes, our bodies, our minds are temples. And when we crowd them with things that we don't want, that are other people's stuff, well, we're dragging that around. We're weighed down with the sweater that our friend left that they're not worried about, but we're so worried about it that we just have to keep it. If you don't come and get it from me, or we don't make a way to get it dropped off, I've got like a 30-day kind of thing where it's got to go because it's not important to you. And therefore, it can't be important to me. I can't make it as important to me as it is to you. I could make it more important to me than it is to you, but why would I? Why would I hold that space? Why would I crowd my home, my mind, and my body, my car, with the responsibility that you don't even want to have? So these are those things that they cost us. Free stuff costs. Somebody's going to want a favor for it later, or we have to store it somewhere. So take some more inventory. Look at my desk. My desk is filled with things that I have to do right now today only. That's how I keep it organized. Today. If it's tomorrow or if it's next week, there's a pile for that. There's a folder for that I can get to. There's a file for to do later. So that way my desk is always organized and I feel good when I come here and I sit down and I get ready to work. I feel like, whew, okay, this is my space. I can do this here and I'm ready. So go take some inventory. Let me know what your space is like. And when you throw out something, and it could even just be one tiny little area, and you just say, I'm going to do this one area today. I'm going to clear out this drawer today, my sock drawer, my t-shirt drawer, whatever it is. See how you feel after. It frees up some space that you didn't even know you were paying on for as long as it's been that way. How long it's been that way is nowhere near as important as how you feel as a result of getting it done. There is something rewarding and there's a feeling that comes with accomplishing a goal. And if you set out a goal of, I'm just going to get this one little thing done today, you will feel amazing when you do that. Thank you for tuning in. I am Dr. Pacoya McCall Robinson. This is March 5th with our Daily Stoic. We learn something new every single day, like I said. So let's cut back on the costly. Take some inventory, create some more space in our minds, in our homes, in our bodies, in our souls, wherever it is. Take some inventory today. I'll see you back again. Thank you for all your comments, all your likes. Don't forget to share. Sharing is caring. Subscribe so you do not miss a beat, and continue to tune in and listening. and giving me some feedback and giving me those comments and those exchanges. Thank you so much. I truly appreciate them. And the more the merrier. I will see you all back here once again.